here I go for what hopefully will be another fabulous beach walk. It's a little brisk this morning, but and I'm trying to find out how to get down to the beach. I think this sort of might be, maybe, possibly. This is definitely not how to get down to the beach. The trail must be wrong. Boo. Hopefully this will get me somewhere. Otherwise this is going to be a little tricky. Yeah, this is supposed to be it. So, I don't know, maybe you have to scale down a cliff. Take a look again, see if I can figure out how to get down there. People have definitely walked down here. It just doesn't look like what I thought the trail would have looked like. I'll try again, but it almost seemed like it was going towards a cliff. Even for this trail, that was a little more of a drop off and steep down than I would have anticipated. I thought they would add something a little more, I don't know, stable underfoot. Because basically once I started going, I just slid. And the rock edge to grab onto was all like a shale. Now I got lucky, I only sliced just a little tiny gouge in my pinky. So it's not even really bleeding that much anymore. But yeah, that was an exciting little way to start the day. And I think I've got 4 kilometers on the beach, which, I don't know, it looks like it's pretty smooth going. It's maybe an hour and a half or so. And then I will be going, I think, around into that cove before the windmills, sort of like where the trees darken. I think there's a cove in there. I think the idea of hiking this beach in an hour and a half are pretty well gone. I've been spending a lot of time chasing seals, but it has been absolutely fantastic. Ooh, and slippery. Had to get a little closer to get shots of the seals, so it's a little slower going. I was right. This is the cove that I have to get into to get off the beach. Now I just got to figure out where to go. I think... Oh, this is slippery. Whoa. I think I get on the road from here somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. Oh, these crows are so loud. Clearly not pleased to see me. This hasn't been the worst road walk, but the shoulders are fairly narrow here. You gotta be on your toes and sort of jump to the side when for like anything comes by, but especially a big truck or an RV. But I should be done it pretty soon. This was, yeah, getting even narrower and narrower. So here we go. Oh, it's nice to be off the pavement. This trail feels like pillows under my feet. Yeah, it was starting to wear thin. So I'm glad to get in the shade and some soft terrain. And I think I've got, I don't know, not too long. And I don't know if it's an hour or 2 hours, no idea. But I'll get to that museum. And I think I'll probably take a long break, hang out, and explore a bit. And then after that, I don't know. I think I probably got 15 kilometers or something. I haven't paid that much attention, but I should have lots of time to have a good break. I got so lucky with the hotel last night. It was right on the trail. They had availability. It was the right price. It was very nice and clean. Just a small little roadside motel, but it's still super nice. And now the downsides were there were no laundry, so I did mine in the sink. And there were no stores, food, anything close by. But the owner gave me a drive to the grocery store, which was like 6 kilometers down the road, and waited for me to grab my stuff. So I got a little bit of resupply, supper, breakfast, some treats, and then just went back to the room and hung out for the night. And then slept in a bit this morning, and then just took off, and it was perfect. So that leaves me with like 3 days, and then I'm done. So I'm definitely feeling the difference. Feels strange. Almost done. Ready to stop walking. I could sit down for a bit for sure, but I'm not really ready to go back to regular life. So, I mean, that's how it always is. It's a mix, but I'm definitely ready to have a little break and sit down and chill out. I've been walking for the last hour, getting hungrier and hungrier, and not wanting to stop and dig into my pack for food. And I just remembered that I brought that. Fantastic. Because I'm out of water too. So, dual purpose. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go because the trail sort of comes in through the back entrance. So I got to figure out where the front entrance is. I think I found it. Woohoo.
Our reporter is on the scene in Gaspésie. Reginald, are you there? Yes, Henry. We are live from Pointe de la Renommé's Mark County Station, the first coastal station in North America to be equipped with wireless telegraph. Ah, the wireless. An essential innovation that has already saved many lives at sea.
Back to work. Here I go. This is one of the shelters that I really wanted to stay at. I just couldn't make the timing work. It's just in an awkward spot for me. Just wasn't gonna happen with what I had planned out. But the views here are just stunning. Wasn't really expecting this. I didn't know there was another beach walk. I think I'm at high tide. I hope I'm at high tide. Because, yeah, there's not a whole lot of beach here. If I'm not at high tide, this is gonna suck. Because, yeah, there's not much in the way of beach. And there's a whole lot of water, a lot of cliff. Okay, I think I'm gonna run for it. Got a tiny little bit of service, so I'm gonna see if I can try to book my last night in the park. It's too complicated online, so I was hoping it might be easier with the phone, but we'll see how long I might hold for. I've been following this bald eagle. Every time I get within a few hundred meters, he just flies away. I'm running a little behind schedule, but I got some of my stuff done. I got a reservation for my last night in the park, so that's good. And I am just coming up to the end of the beach, so I didn't get trapped, which is also good. 4:45. I think I've got 12 kilometers. I don't know, something like that. I'll have to look later. But, so, I think I'll be doing a little night hiking tonight. But, you know, I don't have anything else to do. This is fantastic. I don't want to walk anymore. Good here. It's funny, I think this is the first actual fishing wharf that I've gone by. And I've seen a couple in the distance, but I would have thought I would have hit a few more. Interesting. I wonder what the chances of a cold drink are. It'd be very nice if I could get a cold drink. I see a Pepsi machine in the window, but I also see a sign in the window. Signs in windows are never good signs. Saw the Pepsi machine, like, try for a cold drink, and they're closed for the season, but something about they convert over to apartment rentals or something like that. Anyways, they had one cheap room available that she said nobody was in, and it wasn't being rented. So here I am. So this is just absolutely incredible. So, yeah, it's like 5:30. I didn't have to do those extra kilometers today. So I'm done hiking before dark, which means I'll have to do those kilometers tomorrow, which I think makes tomorrow like 40 kilometers. Not a big deal. I'll get up early and just do it, and then that'll get me into the park for tomorrow night. So I am going to have a coffee and relax.